My Arangetram practices mostly happen in the mornings. So I would usually go pick the small flower from just outside the dance class. There's a small garden, and place it on Nataraja. So every time sir does it, even today, it kind of reminds me of my Arangetram practice sessions because it used to kind of invoke a sense of positivity and freshness. It's had a major influence on me that I have inculcated this in my daily practices. This is one of the most fondest memory from my Arangetram. Praveen sir asked my parents if we were ready to do my Arangetram. My parents were literally like, sir, is Navya actually ready? Sir actually gave them the assurance of my dancing and that we can do. So that's how it all started. Sir first taught me a Pushpanjali in Raga Amrita Varshini set to Adi Talam. I then performed a traditional Chaturashra Alaripu, which was followed by a Kirtanam on Goddess Saraswati, Shrungapuradishwari Sharade, penned by Sri Padmacharan. So at the end of this Kirtanam, my vocalist D.S. Srivatsa sir started off to sing the Shlokam Jwalat Kanti Varni Jaganmohan Angi. It was actually not planned even during my rehearsals, or he didn't sing any time in the rehearsals. So it kind of gave me a sense of surprise while I was sitting on stage as, you know, the last pose where I'm doing Saraswati. I just stayed there calm, I didn't move. And I only later realized it was good that I didn't try my impromptu on stage and mess it over. But now when I look back, I realize it's not just how much the dancer is involved. It's also about how much a musician like Vatsa sir is involved. He kind of brings out more beauty to the composition. Karuni samma shruti gatigala mate kamaniya sapta swara supujite kavyagana kala swarupini kamita dayini kalyani janani Puradishwari Sharade Shubhamangale Sarvabhishta Prade. I then did a Varnam in Raga Dhanyasi set to Adi Talam. Exactly when the practice for Varnam started, my college started getting a little hectic. I used to start early in the morning, go to dance class, then college to home. Because and I used to have my exams like around the same time as my Arangetram. It ended on March 11th and my Arangetram was on 16th. So it used to be one whole tough day for me, but there were many days where I broke down. My parents always had my back. If not their support, I don't think I could have done anything that I have done. I wholeheartedly thank them for their constant support and encouragement to me in continuing my pursuit of dance. However, the next morning, as soon as I entered dance class, as soon as sir said, let's do Varnam, it used to just excite me. It's majorly because the way sir recites the jatis, it's very contagious. The energy just flows in and it pushes you to give your full. It's also because of its crisp choreography. I till date enjoyed dancing me in the Maya. Second half of my Arangetram began with a Tyagaraja Kriti, Nada Tanumanisham in Raga Chittaranjani Aditala. Sir usually asks his students to pick one item of their choice. So I had a list of items of which sir chose Nada Tanumanisham. I had only watched this piece as a kind of the strong nritta and crisp movements kind of a thing. But sir had this beautiful idea of showing the beautiful creatures from nature, from the small worms to the flowers to the deer, the trees and their noises, everything indicating the sounds of Lord Shiva himself. He then showed that he resides on the earth and till the top of the mountains. It literally was a kind of revelation for me to see that a choreography that's related to Shiva does not always have to be in Nritta. It's also about understanding the composition, understanding the lyrics and trying to portray and trying to see what other unique ways it can be conveyed to the audience. It's a pure delight and I consider it as my punya to have learned sir's choreography like this, which is beyond human understanding.
Vidyalolam sari gamapa danida nidapa magarita Vidyalolam nidapa mapa dabapa magari gama Vidyalolam. Vidyalolam pada nida pada re gama pada nida nida pagarita Vidyalolam vigalita kalam vimala hridaya tyagarajapalam nada. Nada tanumanisham shankaram namami me manasa shirasa.
I then did a Javali Sakonina Sneha, portraying the Khandita Naika. This is one such piece that was extremely difficult for me. For a 16-year-old me, it was very hard to show Uttama Khandita Naika and then shift from that to showing the other women. This was really tasking for me. And this is something that I constantly practiced in front of the mirror many times. Sir gave me a lot of insights and inputs for me to learn and trying to enhance the smallest of small nuances. If you see Praveen sir's choreography, if you see the same piece, two students of Praveen sir dance the same thing, you would see two different choreographies altogether. Though the structure is same, the portraying, the depiction is extremely different. It's majorly because his choreography is mostly in accordance with that particular dancer's strengths and the body structure.
Sako ninna snega sarasa vinyata ko sako ninna snega.
I then did Swathi Thirunal's Dhanashree Tillana. Sir asked me to choose one piece that I was already confident of, that I'd already learned before. This piece also happens to be the first piece I learned from Praveen sir. So dancing a piece that I already known, at the end of a very strong, the lengthy Arangetram kind of gave me that confidence and helped me hold my strength throughout the strong recital. We had 3 final rehearsals with the musicians. I remember my mother had made breakfast for all of us. We all sat together. We kind of had a chit chat, talk, fun, and we all laughed over it. And it was such an enjoyable experience for me. They all of them, Srivatsa sir, Srihari sir, Narsimurthy sir, Dayakar sir, they all put me at ease. I never had this tension that, oh, tomorrow is my Arangetram, you have to be conscious. That kind of stress was not there. I suppose it added up for my Arangetram to go smooth. 2 very important people among many who I would like to mention are my sister Navyashree for her constant support and sir's mother Ratna auntie. I would always remain indebted to her for all the love and blessings she was showering on all of us at Chithkala. Arangetram in our class is more like every student of Chithkala is a participant. There's an excitement not just for the dancer, but also to all my friends. Whether it being helping me in backstage to helping out as a volunteer from the on the front desk, trying to sort out with my parents and everything. I realized how much my friends had worked only when I did the same for my other friends in the dance class when they were doing their Arangetrams. It's kind of given me a sense of security and the extended family kind of a vibe. A big takeaway from my Arangetram is that your teacher knows you better. Trusting your teacher is very, very important. Sir knew exactly when I was ready to do my Arangetram. Me or my parents, neither of us knew anything about Arangetram as a whole big picture. So, if not for then, I don't think I would have probably never been able to do it at all. Teaching is a great opportunity for a dancer to learn, and when you teach is when you get to acquire the knowledge. So there's absolutely no age bar. When I teach, even today, I get to learn a lot of things from my students. I mean, when I watch them dance, is when I see my mistakes in them and what I can correct in myself and what I can correct for them. When I started classes at home, Bharatanatyam Art Center, Sir had come home to do the puja. So when he had come to do the puja, he said, I just literally quote what Sir said. Navya, teaching is like commitment. If you don't come to my class, you're answerable only to me. If you don't take classes, you're answerable to many parents out there. I think it's very, very important. Commitment not just in the matter of teaching, but the commitment you give to your art form itself.